just laying here doing a little reading. Back up. Underneath the 3-season Burrow. I have it loose on me right now, but I am warm. My feet are toasty. I don't even got my blue pad underneath my feet. I'm plenty warm like I am now. I had a hot supper. I'm just here chilling out. Just reading, texting my wife, my daughter, saying I touched the blue blaze and rubbing it in. I was here having my lasagna from the Bush Buddy and relaxing in the hammock. Yep, I'm nice and toasty here. I'm not 100% positioned properly for sleeping yet. Well, I'm about right. He must have slid down here a little bit. I don't know if it was just adding on that shot cord like GLP told me, Jared. But now things I'm giving me a cold butt, or a combination of the both, that and my undercoat protectors. It's definitely blocking any unnecessary wind. You figure I only have the backs here tucked close to the door. I'm going to leave it in porch mode tonight. So, when I get my new tarp, I'll miss this one. This will be great for like short little car camping like this, having this extra room, but I'm not complaining. Yep, I was already playing with the one of the Burrow here. 3/4 Burrow early. What's nice about these, if you're unfamiliar with a top quilt, is that snap goes behind your neck, and then you can cinch this right up around your neck and just get yourself all tucked in, and it takes away any cold spots. And I'm feeling the warmth just doing that. And I'm not even tucked in, guys. So, I'm glad I got it. Now this is rated, I think 10 degrees less than what my, 5 or 10 degrees less than what my Mont Bell Super Stretch cover is. It is nice. I'm glad I went this route instead of the summer. I'd rather be too warm and be able to vent myself than too cold and have to pack extra clothes, because my clothing's what's the heavy stuff. So, well, I'm just going to sit here, continue reading until it gets dark, and then maybe put my light on, read some more, and get some shut-eye here in a couple hours. So if I don't chit-chat with you anymore tonight, I will definitely be talking to you in the morning with my coffee, and making that on the Bush Buddy as well, but with the alcohol stove in place of the wood. So I went ahead and hung the pot and everything up in my hair bag in case there's any residual odors in with the pot, like the food, and plus the peppermint smell of the Dr. Bonner soap. So, all right, guys, I thank you, and I'll see you in the morning. Morning. We got the Tat-Tan stove going on the Bush Buddy. Some little advice if you're planning on trying this route is make sure you put the pot stand on when you're doing it. I didn't flip the pot stand up though, I just set it right on top of it and have it a little closer to the flame. Well, there's just not enough air going through there, and whenever I lifted the pot up to make sure it was on, I got a big ball, so a flame. So just got to be careful is all. Just giving you a little heads up. So let's get the camera spun around here. Just sitting on the edge of the hammock at the moment. Hopefully I'm in frame okay. It got down to, let's see, 40 degrees last night, so the weatherman was off by 20 degrees, but I slept great. No cold butt, nothing. I got chilled once or twice, but it was just because I got up and went to the water the tree, and I came back and I shifted my underfoot a little bit, so that was on my my end. So, but slept really, really good. The only thing that got me up was my bladder. That, and one time I had to yell at somebody stopped up with my vehicle on a side-by-side, and I don't know what the hell they were doing. I yelled at them, and they slowly left. So they might have just wondering if somebody was down here in trouble or something, because they didn't see the lights. I didn't turn my candle lantern on until 11 o'clock or so last night. Yeah, about 11. Because I read and I fell asleep. I fell asleep about 8:30, 9 o'clock. So it's 7:45 right now, so I slept real good. Slept better than I would in my own bed. So we're going to go ahead and have our coffee and just sit here and relax and wake up and try not to be in that rush like I normally am when I leave here. So I got some condensation through the night. Well, I don't want to say condensation, I want to say it was mist, because you can probably see now that there is some fog out. So tree went down some through the night, so that's nice, but it was noisy. So sounded like the wind. So, but I was able to sleep okay. So I was laying here in the hammock last night reading the book. I happened to look out of the corner of my eye, and there was it must not be too bad, but it's 2 deer crossed over the creek. So, which now is a little bit of an oddity. Whenever I was hunting back here, all the deer stayed on that side. They didn't cross over. I thought after being shot at, after a while they'd be scurrying across this end, but they didn't. So. Coffee water's done. Would have been done a lot sooner if I, like I said, would have flipped the pot stand over like I should have. And I had a heck of a time flipping it over, and the stove went sideways, and I ended up getting my scissors out of my my Swiss Army knife and using that to lift up the pot stand without getting burnt. And by the time I got all that done and over with in the stove, like I said, tilted over, it was almost out of fuel. So I sat it on it long enough to at least start warming the bottom up so it wouldn't take that long. Then once it went out, I gave it a second or two and added some fuel, and now we got our coffee. So. Good and hot. Well, I think I'm just going to go ahead and quit the video for now, and when I get home, get edited and get it online for you folks, and do it in 2 parts so it's not so long. I can ramble, I can tell you that much, and you know that. So, guys, as always, thank you for coming along on my journeys. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch them, to comment on them, and get some great info out there. I've met a lot of great people over the years now. Well, I'm not awake yet, so I better just stop my rambling. So thanks again, guys, and God bless.